in some more detail. This is the president's standing in terms of handling the economy in the public's eye, and it's pretty negative right now. 60%, almost 59% disapprove of the president's handling of the economy. And there are facts that back that up that are difficult for this administration and for the Democrats. Unemployment's up 25% since Inauguration Day for President Obama. The debt's up 35%, over $14 trillion. A gallon of gas up over 100%, with gas $3.75, higher than that in certain parts of the country. Why should Americans trust Democratic governance right now on the economy, and particularly the president's?
Because we were able to, under President Obama's leadership, turn this economy around. When President Obama took office...
Well, let me just stop you there. Clearly, the economy has not been turned around. I mean, you just saw those numbers. Americans don't believe that's the case.
Well, when President Obama took office, the month before he was inaugurated, the economy was bleeding 750,000 jobs a month, David, and we were not headed in the right direction. Now, President Obama has said we have a long way to go. We'd like the pace of recovery to be picked up, but we have definitely begun to turn the economy around. You fast forward 2.5 years later now, and the economy has created 2.1 million private sector jobs. 1 million of those jobs just in the last 6 months. We've had 15 straight months of job growth.
Nobody believes that the pace of job creation is anything close to robust enough to lead to economic growth, even to match the economic growth projections that this administration has made.
David,
I want to get Chairman
David, the chairwoman's living in fantasy land. We know that the facts are the facts, and we can't get away from that. And Barack Obama is defenseless to the truth on what's going on in the American economy. We have lost 2.5 million jobs since Barack Obama's been president. And of that 2.5 million jobs, almost 45% of those people have been out of work for 6 months. That number rivals the Great Depression.
And yet,
this president has been a disaster to this economy, and that's why when you ask Americans whether or not they're better off today than they were 3 or 4 years ago, they say no. When you ask Americans, has this president followed through on his promises to cut the deficit in half by the end of his first term, as he's promised? The answer is no. The debt is out of control. He's on pace to accumulate more debt on his watch than every single president before him.